everyone, Carol here with another fantastic video for you today. If you haven't subscribed, please do so by tapping the subscribe button below. And I picked this up at a little place up in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I actually got 3 of them. I can't even remember the name of the place. It was in some little tiny strip mall or something. And I got 3, and I got one that is a garland. And we're going to be working on that too. Fantastic, Janie. So, it came like this. I fluffed it up, of course. And it came with 2 pieces of this tied on. They call it ribbon, I guess, a bow or whatever you want to call it. So I thought I'd show you guys some of my tricks. When I'm out and about, I'll tell you, I gave $8 for this, guys. $8. It's got the, just like a regular little small teardrop swag. It's basically about, with the hat pointing out, it's $29. But from the top to of the swag to the bottom, it's about 24, 25 inches. It's not very wide. It's about 13 at the widest point. And what I do is when I find little gems like this, I think to myself, what can I do to make this a whole lot better and stay within a decent budget? So I love black and white. So I thought tonight what we would do is that we are going to spruce it up some. Has these black and white pumpkins. I'm going to stay with the black and white theme. Okay? So first of all, this is the mesh I'm going to use. Doesn't this mesh look awesome? Anyway, I got this. I seen it and I bought it off a craft outlet. Let me tell you, this is fantastic. Which I had to use a burner on it, a wood burning tool. No problems, but I love it. So what I thought I'd do is, hi Bonita, I'm going to do some curls. So with this being as thick as it is and it's like butter in your hands, I'm going to make some curls out of this, okay? So what we're going to start out with is I just cut up a bunch of 7-inch pieces. 7-inch, guys. This won't take much at all. So I don't want real tiny burrito curls. I want a chubbier one. Okay? So I just rolled it around. It rolls fantastic. Find you a center point and just push it together. Okay? Tonight what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take a pipe cleaner to this. And I'm just going to, let's wrap one around it. Because I want to be putting some ribbons on. I don't know if I'll put them in the same place. So I just wrapped it around a branch. It's always new each time you get something like this. So I'm just going to put some little curls out here to it. I'm going to put a bow here. Thought we'd put a bow down here at the bottom. Okay, so I think that looks fantastic. Just right there. And we're just going to put these sporadically in them. I'm just rolling these lightly. Like I said, then I'm going to go in the middle. Let's tie it up. If y'all wouldn't mind spreading a little love for me, I would duly appreciate it. Let's go in here to one of these inside branches. Then I'm just taking it, wrapping it around it, and bringing it back up, and then just twisting that tie. Sort of hard to see when everything's sort of black. You can move these however you want, but I think just adding a little bit in with these pumpkins, and it have these little balls on them, and they're wired, and we'll get them to doing a little bit more. We'll sort of gussy this up a little bit. I just wanted to show you when you're out looking, and look and see how much they are. If stuff like this goes on clearance for the next year, grab you a few of them. They're great, simple ideals. And I hardly used any mesh. Like I said, this, I cut it 7 inches. I'll just save this for one of the other ones. The next one I do, I think I'm gonna add some orange to it. But I wanted this one just to be like monochromatic. And pull that out just a little bit. Find that pipe cleaner. Let that sort of float up there to the top. So now if we hold it up and we sort of shine it and all, you're not seeing that cascaded light coming behind it. And this has got a really decent spine to this little swag. So I've never seen a colored swag before, so I thought this would be an opportune time. Love the black and white, yeah. I'm a big fan of black and white stuff. Okay, so I didn't cut the ribbon. I wanted to show you what we were going to use. I'm going to fill in with some more black and white. This is a glittered, like the flag, racing flag squares. Okay. So let's see. Let's put in, I don't know. Let's cut 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's cut about 6, 7 pieces, maybe 8. And I'm going to use my little bow deal. And I've also got some branches that we're going to fill in too. Okay? Some glittered branches. We're really gussying this up. I'm going to cut the ribbons only to 12 inches. I think I'll cut 8 of them. If I have some left, I'll use it on something else. Thank you. So now I'm just going to fold them in half, all this big stuff, and dovetail them. This ribbon is gorgeous, guys. Gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to use that, and we're going to also come back in and match this witch's hat a little bit. Like I said, I love this ribbon here. It's got a little shiny to it, but it's not glitter. This ribbon here came from Sam's. Cut that off. So let's see what kind of damage we can do with this stuff. Then we'll make us some bows. Put our branches in. Let's move this back over there. Get ourselves situated. Bring this beauty back out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold it in the middle, put the small one in the middle, the 1.5 inch. And I'm going to go ahead and utilize, whoops, dropped a bunch of that on the floor, these pipe cleaners that we did. And I'm going to cut them off. Oh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split these up because I want this to still be able to see these curls we put in here. Just like so, guys. And even cutting these at 12 inches might be too long. So I may have to trim them up. Get it. Thank you. Let's put this one right down here. Oops. Wrong spot. I said we'll go and trim some of this stuff up because I don't want the pumpkins to get lost, guys. Oh, you're so welcome, Susan. Okay, so we're going to come back and clean a little bit of these tails up just a little. But first, let's make us a couple of bows. How about that? And then we'll trim some of these off and put some branches in it. So I've got my Easy Bow Maker out. I just sort of move this little sucker over there. And so what I want to do is I'm going to bring in some Harlequin And I'm going to bring in some small polka dots, okay, along with this glittered racetrack. That's the only thing I know. Check. I guess I could call it check. So let's put this at the back. I love this. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here at the, let's do a 7, okay? Push it down in there, smash it together, twist it good. This is going to be a rounded bow, guys, just a rounded. I'm going to come out here to about the 5, 5.5, twist it again. Move that loop up there. Whoops. At a 5.5. Smash it down. We're just going to do 2 loops. Yeah, me too. My day's tomorrow. I go get my nails and my hair cut. So, and they're both in dire need, guys. Now let's come in with some of this polka dot, okay? Do it about the same, but this time I'm going to come down towards me first. I'm going to bring this one in to about 4.5. And I bring it, because I got a tail here, to about a 4.5. Smash it down. Just pull this one up here. Swing it around. Okay, so this time, let's make this one. I'm going to come in, even though I came down this one first, I don't want to have 2 2.5s on one side. I want to both give them a stage presence. Yeah. So I'm going to pull this one down. I'm going to bring this one down just a little bit more to about a 4. And see, in this way, we have a 2.5 inch on each side, guys. And we can move that one wherever we want it. And we'll cut that off. And we're going to make 2 of these. One for the top, then we're going to trim all of our tails. So now let's bring back in this black and white stripe. And all I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring that up, we're going to trim it some. And I'm just going to make a little center loop with it, and that's it. Still a little bit big. There we go. And bring it over here. We're going to take a black pipe cleaner. Yes, I'm not extending it tonight. Excuse me. I'm going to reach up here and just push my stuff, because I cram it in there tight no matter if it's a little bit or if it's a lot, and I just pull it out. I'm going to take a pipe cleaner and go on either side of it, take my thumb, move it to the center, push down and pull, and twist, and I'm going to twist the bow. We're going to move our tails. Let's move this little stinker right here first. Okay, so there's one, and we'll trim those tails in just a minute. Let's do another one, just like it, guys. So, there we go, guys. Let me get this out of my way before I lands in the floor like the rest of it. Okay, guys. Let's pick a bow, any bow. We got two. Oh, my goodness. Feeling frisky tonight. I like that one better on the bottom. Okay. So let's just go ahead and attach this bottom one. And I think I'm going to do it with a little bit longer tails. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two pipe cleaners, go around the spine of this grapevine, and tie it right in between two of the branches, or the black evergreens. Hey, KP. Okay. Move some of these ribbons. Just putting these where I want them. That's all you got to do. Once you get it tied on, put them where you want it. Now let's trim this sucker up, this puppy up. There's that little one. go ahead and get this one. Ooh, that can dovetail bad. There you go. Your tails do not all have to be the same length, guys. I know I repeat that all the time, but I get that question a lot. How do you manage to get your tails all the same size? I don't. I use all different sizes. Just depends on where they're cut at. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one off some more because I want that pumpkin to shine through some more. I'm gonna come and cut this one off. Just cut that one off a little bit. I like that one going that way, just a little longer. Okay. Now we've got this little bow. We can see our pumpkin. I think I'm gonna cut this. See, I told you we'd be giving this thing a haircut. I'm gonna pull them berries. And get that black and white mesh showing. Hi, Miss Rhea. Okay, I'm going to cut this one just a tad. Because what I was ending up doing is I was covering the pumpkins and stuff up with ribbon. Just going to trim this one just a little bit. Then we're going to put the other bow on. Perfect. Let's get that one up here. Telling you, talk about a haircut. I feel like Edward Scissorhands. Okay, I'm going to pull this one up, this pumpkin up. I've got some pipe cleaners right there. I need to. Going to put my bow in before we clean these two top ones up, okay? So now let's take this bow and we're going to go right here under this hat. I'm going to actually pull the hat back some. Do just like I do on my wreaths. I get this, whoops, and I pull it right back out. And then I have to go back in. Oh, silly girl. So what I meant is I hold my center loop and I put my bow where I want it, not to yank it out. And I'm going to tie it off. Just going to find my loops. Then we're going to trim up these tails so that we can still see this pumpkin up here I've covered up. Okay. I'm going to trim these pretty short. up in here. Trim this one just a tad. Okay. So now let's get pull this pumpkin, it's wired in. And let's get this other side fixed up just a little bit, guys. Okay. Two pipe cleaners sitting there. All right, guys. So now I've got some of this black branch glittered, and I'm just going to cut some of this off. I've got several of them over here. I'm going to spread that out, and I'm going to go right up in here in this bow and put us a little bit of a branch right there. Some right there, and I think I'm going to take this pull my little center down some, and let's give the top a little character to go along with it. Okay, so we got that one gussied up. Let's gussy the other one up. Let's bring that right there. right? Who hasn't burned themselves over and over and over again? But we keep doing it. That just dripped on me is what it did. Pull some more out. Yeah. Putting some up here in the top, from the back to the top. Going right down into that black greenery. Black, that sounds too crazy, doesn't it? Just gonna spread a few branches out into that fake pine. It loves blue. The black is no different than the green. Pull this apart a little. That right up under that pumpkin. There, one more little nestle. I think I'll go right there. Okay. Let's put that sucker over there. I may have to throw that thing away. What do you guys think? Okay. Turn that back. So this is what we ended up with.